We are ready to talk about Review and Preview 8.1.2 Part 1. With your first question on number 20, they're telling you 5 students all have different ages and the median age is 13. So for Part A, it's asking you what are 2 possibilities for the ages of the oldest 3 students. You've got to remember, if there's only 5, the oldest, the one in the middle is going to be part of the oldest 3. So there are more than 3 possibilities, but I'm only looking for 2 of those possibilities in those 2 blanks. For Part C, it's basically asking you to use words. Write me some sentences, complete sentences to tell what the median is. If you're going to explain to someone else what it is, tell me, how do I find it? What is it? How does it work? About the median. In question 21, you'll notice a stoplight icon, which means we're looking for an error. Even in the question, they tell you that both of these statements are false. They are incorrect. So your job is to tell me what is it about them that makes them false. So why are these not going to be true statements? What is it that makes them false? For 22, you have to do some comparing with some numbers. You're going to use greater than, less than, or equal to. And you've got to look carefully. Sometimes you're going to see combinations that have a fraction and a decimal. There's a percent thrown in there. And you've also got to be careful when you're working with negatives and you decide whether it's greater than or less than. All I'm looking to see on your answer sheet is the symbol that belongs in the blank. I don't need to see any other numbers, just the symbols. For number 23, you are going to see a figure, and you may see it in more than one way. For 23, you might see it as a trapezoid, because it is a trapezoid, or you may choose to see it as a rectangle and a triangle side by side. Your choice on how you want to work this. You know how to find the area of a trapezoid, you know how to find the area of a rectangle and a triangle, and then you just have to combine those together. For question 24, it's talking about PiPods and PiPhones. So in Part A, it's asking you for a ratio of PiPod to PiPhone owners. For Part B, it's PiPhone to neither. They do tell us that as well. Then for Part C, it's asking you which data display would be best. When you are making this decision, there are some things you want to consider. The first thing you need to decide is, can this data overlap? Meaning, can you have both a PiPod and a PiPhone? And you also need to decide, does this data have an order? Is there a way we would put this information in order? Those 2 questions may help you decide which type of data display would be best given this set of data.